A late day in September, Venice. I woke up at my hotel after a night where I slept very well. I was looking into the sky on a day where it was overcast. My plan was to go to the Guggenheim Museum to see how easy it is to catch a man there. I went to the museum, and the first thing I saw was a man with short hair and beard. He was smiling at me. I knew that it was this man which was the target for today. I thought Guggenheim Museum was a very interesting place, and I visited the museum in my interest of the way women were silenced by surrealists. I was following my target, and we were talking about the fascinating picture, the Robin of the Bride. After having a conversation with the man, I went to the shop to see how attractive I was to him. And yes, he followed me just as I hoped. In the shop, I bought some postcards, and shortly after, I went to the ladies' loo before I was going to the cafe. It couldn't have been more considerate that there only was a table for two left. My plan carried on at the cafe when he came to my table and asked if he could sit down on the other chair. After a while, we both introduced ourselves and we continued having a talk. His name was Richard, and he saw, unfortunately, the newspaper with the headline Assassino sul Canal Grande, which I laid down on an empty chair between us. I hoped that it didn't have an influence on my facial expression, and I was really trying to make a standard expression in my head. We talked about where to meet in the evening, and I wanted to meet up with him. I was very handsome and asked him for a glass of water, and then I went to freshen myself up. My plan went as I hoped. When I came back, I discovered that Richard wasn't sitting on his chair anymore. I went to panic. Unfortunately, he took the wrong packet with postcards. He took mine where the cheese cutter lay. I hate men.